in the U.S. Women's National Equal Pay lawsuit, and it states a federal judge in California ruled in favor of the United States Soccer Federation on most of the key points of the ongoing wage discrimination lawsuit brought to you by the members of the U.S. Women's National Team player pool, dealing with potential fatal setbacks to players in the high-profile case. And, of course, it's so high-profile. What does Joe Biden do? He starts tweeting about it because he's trying to, I don't trust anything that Joe Biden or any politician for that matter. They're like, oh, don't worry about it. We'll help you. Joe Biden says, equal pay now, or else when I'm president, you can go elsewhere for World Cup funding. He doesn't even know what he's talking about. World Cup fund. That's not what it's about. It's not just about a World Cup. It's about the U.S. Women's National Team and everything U.S. soccer encompasses around it. Here's a problem with going to a litigation is you don't know what results are going to be. You go to judge, and whoever's your lawyer presenting the case, if you get to that, it's based on who has the best lawyer. Now, I'm not saying I'm on the U.S. Women's National Team side. I'm assuming they had a horrible case, and they weren't able to really manufacture their thoughts through this lawyer, whoever that was. You don't want to ever go litigation. I'm not a fan of going through litigation. Apparently, all right, Medulla has something to say.
I'm sorry, Coach Cameron. I can't. I need to speak my medulla oblongata. Is that okay?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead and speak away.
This will be my last interruption on your podcast.
What?
Okay, really quick. I love women. I love women so much that I want my woman in the kitchen. Do you know what I mean?
What?
But I also want to be in the kitchen.
Okay.
Because everybody belongs in the kitchen. Because the kitchen has food.
It does
for my
have food.
medulla oblongata. I'll see you next week, Coach Cameron. Come on.
Okay. The kitchen does have food. That was a weird interruption. I have no control over that guy. He's just out of whack half the time. Yeah, so the U.S. women's soccer, they keep saying equal pay. They're going to fight. And here's the problem. If you don't meet and have conversations with U.S. Soccer, who's now led by a female, if you don't have a conversation with U.S. Soccer and meet face-to-face, all you're doing is picking a fight. Fights don't work out. You have to come up with agreements in person. Sit down and talk. Going through a lawyer, if you force control, force doesn't work. You already have the men supporting you. Get the men to support you in person and come up with an agreement that is fair and equitable for everyone. And equitable equality to me is opportunity. You can't get opportunities if it's forced. If you force anyone, like we're being forced now, what's going on? People are petitioning and carrying guns and going to we're leading to a war. People are going to be, shot at and killed over force. That's just the way it is. That's the way it's always been. If you look at history, that's the way things go. You can't go through a force. And if you're going to just stand there and really say we're going to fight and we're going to go to battle over this, you can't win that way. Come up with agreement and do it face to face. So there's a better resolution. Get agreements and make those things happen. So we're not always fighting. And by the way, the fight right now, it doesn't work. You don't have any political pressure right now. You don't have social media on your side. You have nothing because we're dealing with a pandemic which we don't understand. So equal pay and all that stuff. I wouldn't take that fight right now. Not going to win with public opinion right now because everyone's suffering right now and the economy is getting destroyed. Speaking of